Bro, thank you for choosing this video. Welcome back to this channel, a haven for Chelsea news updates. So find a comfortable seat and grab a drink, because this time I'm presenting 10 stories about Chelsea off the pitch that you probably didn't know. I hope to reach 300 likes. By liking this video, I'm even more motivated to provide as much news as possible and as interesting as possible for you. And finally, please comment where you're from. I'd love to know which countries are watching this video.
Chelsea come into the match against Burnley with a mounting injury list. Recent reports suggest several key players are still doubtful, although there is some good news for Enzo Maresca. Cole Palmer is the main focus. After being out since September with a knee problem, the star is reportedly getting closer to a comeback. According to several reports, Chelsea hope Palmer will be back in time to face Barcelona next week, although a substitute appearance against Burnley remains a possibility. Pedro Neto is also facing a time crunch. The Portuguese winger was sent home from international duty with a groin injury, but has now returned to training and is reportedly ready to be included in the squad for the match at Turf Moor. Meanwhile, Enzo Fernandez remains a major question mark. He withdrew from international duty due to a knee injury that has plagued him for 4 months. His condition will be monitored until match day. Jamie Gittins had added to concerns after picking up an injury with England U21s, but the latest reports suggest the problem is not serious and he could be available again. With this situation, Maresca's final decision on player fitness will be key. Who do you think is most vital to return for the match against Burnley? ESTEVAO Willian has once again attracted attention after reportedly impressing for Brazil during the international break, including scoring another goal at senior level. According to a South American pundit, Carlo Ancelotti's approach to the Wonder Kid is similar to the way he coached Vinicius Jr. at Real Madrid. This approach is considered ideal for nurturing the development of young players without applying excessive pressure. Circulating data shows that of ESTEVAO's 11 matches for Brazil, 7 came under Ancelotti, with 5 starts and 5 goals scored. The coach reportedly deliberately gave him playing time in stages, protecting and encouraging his development, similar to Vini's transformation, which was initially questioned under Zidane before he became a star. This approach is also reminiscent of Enzo Maresca's management at Chelsea, who is said to have adopted a similar approach, slow, controlled, yet consistent, giving ESTEVAO room to grow. With 2 top coaches overseeing the process, the young winger's future seems secure. The question is, can ESTEVAO maintain this form and reach the superstar level of Vinicius Jr.? Reece James is back in the spotlight after consistently performing and setting a strong example for the Chelsea squad. The 25-year-old defender is not only fit and playing well, but is also said to continue to set a positive example for the younger players, including Tariq George. According to a report on the club's official website, George revealed that James is always the first player out for training at Cobham. This professional attitude certainly satisfies Enzo Maresca, especially after the manager criticized his captain's lack of leadership last season. James now looks much more mature. With Chelsea's squad still very young, it's no surprise that he's considered the most suitable person to wear the captain's armband. His experience at the highest level and work ethic make him a key role model in the dressing room. Playably, James has also shown significant improvement. He has contributed several assists this season and scored a fine goal against Nottingham Forest. George even called James a defender who could become the best striker at the club, a testament to his captain's offensive qualities. With his physical condition now stable and his form consistent, James has a great opportunity to prove himself again when Chelsea face Burnley this weekend. Do you think James has returned to his best as the Blues captain? The Burnley vs. Chelsea match is once again in the spotlight ahead of the 12:30 p.m. local time kickoff at Turf Moor. This match is reported to be a crucial test for Scott Parker's squad, which has been competitive, despite frequently losing narrowly to big teams like Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Burnley currently only have a goal difference advantage over the relegation zone, but 7 of their 10 points this season have come at home, making Turf Moor a tough nut to crack. On the other hand, Chelsea are reportedly coming into this match in improving form. Despite being plagued by injuries since the start of the season, Maresca has led the Blues to 4 wins in their last 5 matches. A 3-0 win over Wolves before the break has boosted confidence, while several key players, such as Cole Palmer, are said to be close to a comeback. Burnley are expected to rely on Zian Fleming and their aggressive wingers, while Chelsea are still awaiting confirmation from Lavia and monitoring the condition of Pedro Neto and Enzo Fernandez, who have both suffered minor problems. Maresca has flexible options up front, ranging from João Pedro to Liam Delap. With Burnley's fighting spirit at home and Chelsea's positive momentum, this match is expected to be a tight affair. The question is, can the Blues maintain their consistency and take all 3 points at Turf Moor? Willian ESTEVAO has once again captured the spotlight after his impressive performances for Brazil and Chelsea. In the competitive international break leading up to the World Cup, ESTEVAO's name has been mentioned as one of the most exciting developments. Reports suggest his progress for the national team has been as rapid as his progress in London. Fabrizio Romano heaped praise on Chelsea for the young winger's transfer. He called ESTEVAO's signing a masterclass in managing a long-term project. Romano emphasized that Chelsea is very confident in their strategy of bringing in young talent, and the significant investment in ESTEVAO is now beginning to show tangible results. When the transfer was made, the fee structure was complicated and full of additional clauses, which initially raised doubts. However, ESTEVAO's performance, now considered one of the best talents in the world, has silenced all questions. For Chelsea, this is proof that bold decisions to invest in young players can yield significant impact in a short time. Furthermore, news from the international break also suggests that Cole Palmer is fighting hard to make the England squad this summer. He is reportedly eager to be part of Thomas Tuchel's plans. Meanwhile, despite sitting in third place in the league, some analysts say Chelsea's vibe isn't yet in line with their results. With ESTEVAO's rapid development, is this a sign that Chelsea's long-term strategy is finally starting to find its best form? Enzo Fernandez is now one of the players receiving positive attention under Enzo Maresca. According to a report by The Athletic, the Argentine midfielder is said to be the player whose development has been the most rapid since the Italian coach took over. Chelsea believes Enzo's contribution is now much more complete. He's not only playing more minutes but has also begun to consistently provide goals and assists since the start of last year. An internal club source, who requested anonymity, described Enzo as the player best suited to Maresca's system, particularly in his ball distribution and tempo control. However, the real test awaits in the next 2 weeks when Chelsea face big matches against Barcelona and Arsenal. These 2 matches are considered crucial moments that will determine how much influence Enzo has had on the Blues' playing structure this season. Fans, on the other hand, remain divided. But internally, Chelsea seems very confident in the midfielder's significant improvement, and his statistics so far support that assessment. Will Enzo prove himself again in these next 2 crucial matches? Raheem Sterling is back in the spotlight after reportedly being on the radar of 2 English clubs. The 30-year-old winger has been left out of Chelsea's first-team squad and has not been included in their 25-man Premier League squad for this season. According to a report by Sportsboom, Leeds United and Crystal Palace are ready to compete for his signature. Sterling, who Chelsea bought for £47.5 million, is currently at the lowest point of his career. He is training separately from the first-team squad, and his future at Stamford Bridge appears to be over. Chelsea are reportedly willing to subsidize a significant portion of his wages to make the transfer possible, a move that would open up opportunities for clubs previously unable to afford the financial burden. Leeds and Palace have different needs, but both need additional creative options on the wings. Leeds are currently struggling with injuries on the wing, while Crystal Palace are looking to add depth to their squad. Although Sterling reportedly prefers to stay in London, Leeds believe the offer of regular playing time could sway his decision. Sterling spent last season on loan at Arsenal, but the loan failed to revive his form. Now, he needs a new environment to restart his career. With 82 caps for England, his quality is unquestionable. Will Sterling choose London to start a new chapter, or will he accept the bigger challenge of moving to Leeds? Chelsea have made a crucial decision regarding Nicolas Jackson's future. The 24-year-old striker will definitely not be repatriated in the January transfer window, despite his situation at Bayern Munich being far from ideal. Jackson joined Bayern at the start of the season after Chelsea recruited 2 new strikers. According to club sources, he chose to leave because his playing opportunities in London would be increasingly limited. However, in Germany, he remains second choice behind Harry Kane, resulting in his playing time decreasing again. Chelsea believes keeping Jackson until the end of the season is the best move before considering a permanent sale. Reports suggest the Blues want to maximize his market value and reinvest the funds back into the first-team squad. On the other hand, Jackson still has a strong reputation. He has demonstrated quality in La Liga and has shown great potential in the Premier League. Therefore, several clubs are reportedly ready to make offers this summer, especially those that can promise him regular playing time. Now, his future will depend heavily on his performances over the next few months. Can Jackson use the remaining season to secure a move to a more suitable new club?